In today's video, I will show you how to get started trading with a robot. I will show you everything starting from the selection of a broker, how to install Metatrader platform, how to place the robot on Metatrader platform, and how to backtest the strategy, which is very important. I have recorded plenty of videos about trading with different strategies and robots, and I don't want to show in every video the same thing, so I decided to dedicate one video that will teach you how to do it. So in my future videos, whenever I share a new strategy and a robot, you will just pick the robot and put it on Metatrader for trading. And before I continue, you guys make sure to subscribe to the channel so you will get all new strategies and robots that I share in my videos. And remember that every strategy is for educational purposes only. It's not a financial advice. You should do your due diligence and decide by yourself what strategy on which broker you will be using and with how much you will be trading. So if you're ready, let's go for it. Hi, my name is Petko Alexander. Hope you're having a great day, and today I will show you how to become a millionaire trading with a robot just for 1 week. This is the type of videos you should stay away from, because so many people around the web will try to scam you when it comes to trading with robots, showing expensive cars, houses that are just pure marketing. And in this video, getting serious now, I will show you how to go through the entire process, starting from selecting a broker, because it is vital. Just like choosing the right exchange when we trade crypto, or choosing the right bank when we invest our money or taking a loan, selecting the right trading broker will give you bigger chance for more profits, because if you select a scam broker, you will lose in 100%. And believe me, there are hundreds and thousands of scam brokers around the world that are calling people every day. Just what you have seen in The Wolf of Wall Street. It is still real nowadays, but with the scam companies that are pretending they will trade on your behalf, and they ask you to fund your account via phone, and they will ask you for your credit card details. Never ever give your credit card details, guys, because this is illegal and they will take everything from your account. And I know this might sound crazy, but if you just Google that, you will see that hundreds of people are being scammed daily. And in our forum in Trading Academy, we have a special topic, and unfortunately many of our students found us after they were scammed from a broker, and we really can't do anything to help them out, but we can do something to educate them and to prevent them from being scammed in the future. So always look for regulated brokers, and we have created such a page with a trusted brokers that I have personally used. My team have tested as well those brokers, and by the time I'm recording this video, I'm using the most XM broker and Black Bull Market. But don't take the brokers as recommendations as well. We have listed plenty of brokers on the page so you can see the pros and the cons, because every broker has disadvantages as well. But depending on where you live, look for the regulations that are applicable to this broker, so you make sure your funds are protected. And of course, if you want to trade with robots, you need to look for the brokers that offer Metatrader platform. And before I show you how to install it, I will tell you that I prefer to hide the broker that I'm using, so nobody takes it as a recommendation. It should be really your choice which one you will select to use. And for the purpose of this and my next videos, I have opened a live trading account with $10,000 where I'll be testing and demonstrating the robots. But I'll suggest you to start with a demo, a virtual account, so you're not risking any real money. Now let me show you how Metatrader should be installed. Super easy, just a few steps, nothing really hard. Now, after you select the broker, you need to install the MetaTrader on your computer, and I prefer to install it on a VPS. And for the beginners, this is a virtual private server, and this is what you see on my big screen right now. So it's not my desktop or my laptop, but it is a virtual computer, and there are plenty of services. I personally use Contabo, which is famous VPS provider, and I avoid the VPS services coming from brokers. So I don't trust the brokers to put my robots on their VPS server, because simply I'll be putting my robots in their hands, and this is what we want to avoid. Visually, we want to hide from the brokers that we are trading with robots, so they won't manipulate our accounts in any ways. And the other thing, VPS is useful if you cannot leave your computer running 24 hours from Monday to Friday, because if you want your robots to trade all the time, you need to leave your laptop opened or your computer, not leaving it to sleep, because if you shut down the computer or you close your laptop, you will disconnect the MetaTrader and the robots will not work. Okay, so this is how MetaTrader works. In order to have the algorithmic trading going on 24/7, you need to keep your MetaTrader connected to the broker's server. But if you're okay to leave your laptop overnight, you can just install MetaTrader on your laptop and not spend anything extra for a VPS. Now, because I don't like really promoting brokers in my videos, I will install one MetaTrader platform over here on my VPS, and I will not actually mention which is the broker. So once you register for a demo account, you will be able to download the installation file from their server. You can choose MetaTrader 4 or the newer version MetaTrader 5. It doesn't really matter. I always include in my videos the robots for both versions. So I will double click on this installation file, and it's super easy to do it. You can go through the terms and conditions if you wish, and from settings you can select the directory where you want to install the MetaTrader platform. And if you want to install a second MetaTrader platform where you will be trading a different set of robots, you can just change the directory in the installation folder and it will install a second platform. And as far as I remember, you can install up to 32 platforms on one computer. Okay, but obviously you need a powerful machine to run 32 or such a number of MetaTraders with robots. Okay, usually I keep it simple, 2 to 3, maximum 5 platforms on one VPS or one machine. After you're ready, just click on next and it will start the installation, and here it is. I will cancel it now because I already have it installed on this VPS, but the installation is that simple. And again, I always suggest my students in the courses and my subscribers on YouTube and all social media to test strategies and robots on a virtual account, demo account, so you will not risk any real money. And I always do that with new strategies to make sure I'm putting my real money into something that I have tested. And you can restart with demo account as many times as you wish with most of the brokers. So even you lose the funds in the demo account, you can just fund it again with another $10,000 or so and test new strategies. Now, after you have the MetaTrader installed on your computer, you might notice that it looks kind of outdated compared to all trading platforms we see in the browsers or in the crypto exchanges. But it's not outdated. This is how MetaTrader looks. They didn't really update the outlook. What they did is to launch MetaTrader 5, which also looks kind of outdated, but it offers some more features for the traders. However, I prefer to stick to MetaTrader 4, and it really doesn't matter for algorithmic trading. What is important to know is that MetaTrader is developed by a third-party company called MetaQuotes, and the brokers pay to MetaQuotes so they can offer the platform to us, the traders, for free. So it is a free platform. You don't need to pay anything to the broker that you are using it. You can open a demo account and use it in months or even years. And MetaTrader is super easy to use. You have the main chart in the middle. You can switch between different time frames, you can switch between different chart types such as line chart, candlesticks or bar charts. And for algorithmic trading, it really doesn't matter which chart type you will be using. On the left side you have the market watch, where you can see the bid and ask price, and the spread, which is the difference between the bid and the ask price. Remember that we buy on the ask price and we sell on the bid price. The difference is the spread, and this is where the brokers benefit. However, I won't go to more details about Metatrader because you really don't need it, and I will tell you right away how you can place the robot over the chart. If you're using Metatrader 4, make sure to copy the MQL4 file. So I will copy the MQL4 source file. I will go to Metatrader, I will click on File, Open Data Folder, we'll select MQL4 and Experts. This is where I need to paste the Expert Advisor. After that, I will double click on the Expert Advisor to compile it. The meta editor will open, and this is where we can see the source code of the robot. But what you need to do is simply click on compile. You should see 0 errors and warnings. After that, you can close the meta editor, and if you look in your navigator, you will see the Expert Advisor below the Expert Advisor tab. Now, before you place the expert on your chart, make sure you have enabled the auto trading. It should be green, and make sure you are on the right time frame. Next, you need to drag and drop the Expert Advisor on the chart, and you will see the inputs menu from where you can change the stop loss, the take profit, the parameters of the indicators, and as well the magic number, which we use to track the performance. If I click on OK, the expert will be attached on the chart, and you should see the smiley face in the right hand upper corner, which means the robot works properly. If you wish to change any of the parameters on a later stage, right click over the chart, go to Expert Advisors, hit on Properties, and for example, I will increase the entry lot and I will hit on OK. This way the changes are saved. It's that easy to place the robot over the chart, and no worries, you cannot do really anything wrong, especially if you're on a virtual account. Even you put a wrong lot size or you open a small account with a big lot size, just check the journal for any errors. But once you do it, I'm pretty sure that you will feel comfortable, and the next time it will be very easy for you. And now I will show you how to backtest the strategy, because it is very important before actually testing it on a demo account. And with super simple words, the backtest shows the past performance, all the trades, where they opened, where they closed, and we will see kind of overview at the end at the report. So let's go straight to the point. I will right click over the chart and I will go to Expert Advisors and I will hit Strategy Tester. This will open a new window below the terminal, and automatically it will select the right expert advisor, the symbol and the time frame. I can select current spread or I can enter any value. For model, it is very important to switch to open prices only. There are 3 different models. Every tick is used when we have tick data, but most of the brokers don't offer tick data at all. And this expert advisor that I'm backtesting right now works on the opening of the bar, which means that it will check for entry rules every time a new bar opens. And this is why I need to select open prices only. Control points is a different method, and this is when the expert is designed in a way that it will open trades during the bar. I have shown that in some of my videos where I demonstrate algo trading with experts generated from Forex Strategy Builder Professional. But for this robot, I will use open prices only. Below I can select the date, and if I check it, I can choose the dates I want to test. Or if I uncheck it, I will use the maximum bars I have from the broker. And if you don't see many bars, what you can do is to zoom out and press the home key on your keyboard to load maximum bars, and just hold it until it stops moving to make sure you load as many bars as the broker offers. And here it is. You can see that I have data back from July 2021, which is nearly 1 year of historical data. Not bad. And if I press start, you will see that the backtest happens just for a few seconds. But because this expert advisor is on M5, I want to see how it does just in the last few months. So what I will do, I will check use date and I will select, for example, from the beginning of February, or let's say the beginning of March, and today we are 29th of June. So this will be March, April, May, June, July, without July. So for the last 4 months, I want to see the performance. I will hit on start. The backtest is very quick, and here are the results. I can see all the trades that happened for this period of time, and here is the graph. I can see a positive, steady graph going upwards. And of course there are some drawdowns, because with every strategy there are losing periods. Don't expect to find a strategy where you will have only profits. Most of the time these are scam robots, or the backtest was over optimized, so it was just perfect for the period, but when you start trading with it, there will be losses. Of course, the backtest does not guarantee future performance. Remember that. Even you see backtest for many trades for a long period of time, there is never a guarantee that the robot will continue profiting in the future, but it is way more than having no backtest at all. Just a random strategy that someone shows on YouTube or anywhere else without any proof as a backtest. It's really nothing. The backtest is a lot, but still doesn't guarantee future performance. And if I click on report, you will see the summary. So there were over 650 trades for the strategy, or this is how many times the strategy was executed. And we can see some summaries such as the expected payoff, how many profitable trades we had, how many losing trades, what is the maximal drawdown, and what were the consecutive losses, profits, and many more statistics. The absolute drawdown was just $50, which is good enough. The profit factor is 179. The profit factor is all the profits divided by all the losses, and net profit is $6,610 for this 4 months. But this is trading with 0.1 lot size. If I increase it to 1 complete lot, which will be 1 gold ounce in this case, you will see what is the difference. I will go to expert properties and I will increase the entry lot to 1, and I will hit on OK, and I will hit on start for the backtest again, and you can see now the graph goes to about $70,000. And if I hit on report, you will see that my total net profit is $62,834. And if I divide that by 120 days, because I have tested it for 4 months, which is roughly 120 days, you will see that I have over $523 average profit per day. But this is only if I am trading a complete 1 lot. So it really depends on how much you are trading. Obviously, if you are trading 10 lots, then the backtest will show $5,000. If you are trading less, it will be less. So it really depends on the quantity you trade, but always make sure that you trade a small portion of your total capital, so you're not risking it all in a few trades. And the backtest is very useful to give you the idea exactly how much you will be expecting to make with this robot on your account size and the quantity that you are planning to trade. But one more time, the backtest doesn't guarantee future performance, but as I already said, it is way more to have on your site rather than just trading some manual strategy that has no any proof it was profitable, at least until the moment. Alright guys, so you see that it's nothing really hard to choose the broker, install the Metatrader, place the robot and backtest it. It is a process that I'm pretty sure you will get used with, and I've been including a lot of robots in my courses, in my YouTube videos as well, so you can test them out, but always remember that backtesting does not guarantee future performance. Okay, I think I repeated it quite many times, but it is something always to bear in mind. That's why you make sure to trade with a very small portion of your account, and the best thing you can do is actually to practice on a virtual account. I really appreciate the time you spent with me until the end of the video. I hope it was useful, and if you have found it so, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe and press the notification bell so you'll get more videos from me. I wish you a wonderful day, you take care, and I will see you in another video. And check out all the links down in the description. I always forget to say that.